Alright, so we're back with another YouTube video today. As y'all see, we're in the crib right now. We're gonna have another lift for Calvin. We're waiting on him. What I'm going to get, I haven't took creatine in literally like 4 months, maybe longer, cause you know it ran out obviously, right? And I haven't took protein powder since then either. So I'm going to restock on some new protein powder, on some new creatine, and I'm going to do everything I can to get stronger at a quick amount of time. As y'all been seeing my videos, y'all been seeing me get stronger at a quick amount of time, and it's been working. Everything I have been doing has been working, but I am so annoyed and impatient to the point where every single day, all that's going through my head is being stronger, being as strong as I could ever be, right? I love this so much, right? So every single day, I'm going to, figure out everything I can, do everything I can, learn everything I can to become stronger in a quick amount of time and be able to give it to y'all in these YouTube videos and my workout programs. I want to be able to give out this information for free and also be giving out this information not for free. I can do both. I like to give out most of my information not for free, a little bit of my information for free. It doesn't matter, right? But anyways, I'm just excited. I'm ready for this. I got something I want to show y'all. So we finally got the gym pen. We've been waiting for this for literally not long. We literally got this in like a day, but we didn't use it yesterday because if those of y'all know, my strongest muscles in my body is my legs and my arms. My chest and back, they're decent, but I feel like, those muscles, I feel like every single muscle in my body needs work when it comes to size, strength, everything. There's some people that may, think, well, you look good for your age, you're strong, but the thing is, I don't think that's enough. I'm not going to be that same guy that always tells y'all, oh, I don't feel like I'm enough. No, I'm aware that I have a good physique. I'm not delusional, right? I'm aware that I have, functional and decent strength, right? Some people may think it's decent, some people may think it's impressive. It's not really either or for me. It's more of like, I'm aware that I have a certain amount of strength to an extent, but I need to be better. I need to be way stronger than what I am right now, currently. So, I bought a gym pen for leg days and arm days. I don't think we're going to be, full stacking any chest and back machines, just yet. Well, I can almost full stack the lat pull down. I'm like one stack away. So I rep 240 on lat pull downs for 3 reps, right? So I know if I want to do 260, that's the full stack. That's going to take me at least like 2 more weeks. Like 2 more weeks, I'm going to be able to at least rep the full stack for 3 reps. And that's the goal. That's the goal. I want to be able to rep the full stack. I want to be able to full stack every machine. I want to be able to add extra weight on every single machine I do. It's so much I want to do. So much strength that I want. But it's going to take a lot of time and years. I just want to be as strong as possible, not even just when it comes to lifting. In the future, I'm still thinking about it because, I never know what I might want to do in the future, but I know for sure, once I'm like in my 20s, I'm going to be so strong to the point where, I'm going to want more, right? I'm going to want to be even more stronger. And I can get stronger, right? Because I'm in my 20s, I know when I'm 20, I'm going to have, extraordinary when I'm 20, I'm going to have an extraordinary amount of strength, right? I already know. I'm aware of that. So, I'm going to start, getting into different martial arts. Those y'all been asking me about that. Do I think about it? Yes, I always think about that. I'm going to get into like a lot of different martial arts. Just random martial arts. Just doing random shit because I'm bored, I just want to just do a whole lot of random stuff that has anything to do with, training. I just want to do a lot of random stuff. I might even join the army one day. I might even probably join the army when I'm 18. Who knows? But, in the future, I just know that I'm going to try to master a lot of different martial arts. I know I'm not going to be able to be the best at those martial arts, but I want to be the best at those martial arts. I'm going to be the best at those, lifting weights, a lot of things. There's a lot of things that I could do in this world that I want to do, so I'm going to be able to do it, right? And it's possible because, I have so much years to do this stuff. So it's definitely going to be a lot of work, but I don't care. I find this stuff fun. So in the future, I'm going to be doing a whole lot of different martial arts, a whole lot of different type of training. I don't think about any type of like sports regulating like basketball, football. I don't really worry about the sports. Like when I was in middle school, elementary school, I used to like basketball. Like I used to be actually really good at basketball in middle school, but I don't really, like those type of sports no more. I'm like more of like a lifting weights and fighting type of guy. That's like more of the genre that I'm into right now. So in the future, I'm definitely going to be doing some type of martial arts, learning a lot of martial arts, learning how to, shoot guns, learning how to, defend myself, a lot of different things. But right now, for my first, whole teenage years, maybe even like in my beginning of me being 20, I feel like in my mid 20s I'm going to be more in that martial arts range. But when I'm 20 to 18 years old to 16 years old right now, I am morally focused on getting as strong as possible in the gym. And maybe even while me doing martial arts, I'm probably still going to be, not even probably, I know, after, because, martial arts is not 24 hours. I'm not going to be doing it all day. But I know, like, after practice or whatever, after the conditioning or whatever, right, after the training, I'm going to be in the gym training after that. So, I'm going to have some days where I do martial arts and some days where I do lifting training, right? So I'm going to be able to get stronger the quick amount of time with that and get stronger, and, it's prove my skills and all that with the fighting and all that, right? So do I ever think about competing? This is a lot of questions that I'm, answering in this beginning of this video before I actually begin. Do I ever think about competing with anything? No, I'm not. I feel like I'm in competition with myself. I don't care about being better, or I don't care about being like somebody. I want to be myself. I'm my own person. I don't care about anybody else in this world and what else they got going on. Do I care about y'all? Obviously, I love y'all because y'all watch my videos and y'all support me, right? But would I care that y'all are weaker than me, that y'all are stronger than me? I don't care if that y'all are stronger or weaker than me, because I'm worried about myself. And I persuade y'all to feel the same way about y'allself. Don't worry about my journey, worry about yours. Don't be like, well, I'm going to be stronger, and so my goal is to be strong. No, you need to be stronger than yourself. You need to be better for yourself, for God, for you and God. So everything I like to do is I want to start talking about God more in my videos, because I feel like I don't do it much. And I do sometimes, because I even have videos on this channel that talks about God, but they're not, a lot. They're probably at the very bottom of my channel. So I definitely want to start talking about God more. And those of y'all don't know, because when the cameras are off, I do pray before workouts. I do pray before every single set. But I want to start recording those prayers, right? So I think I've got everything I need to say out the way. It's time. To be honest, at the rate that I'm progressing, at the strength that I'm getting towards, low key, I might be able to full stack. Not even might, I know, because I could full stack the preacher curl machine. I know I could do that. That's easy. I could full stack the tricep machine. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna be able to use my gym pin today for sure, because my arms are pretty decent when it comes to terms of strength. And we are going to progress overload today. Last session I did the full stack plus a 25-pound plate for 4 reps today. So I'm thinking I might add 5 pounds of extra weight and get 3 reps today. That's the goal. Let's do that. Actually 2.5, because I feel like if I add 5 pounds of extra weight and I can only do 4 reps, I'm definitely going to be able to get like 2 reps. I'm not even in that rep range. My rep range is morally 3 to 5 reps. If I ever get 6 reps or 8 reps, that's because the weight that I thought that would be heavy ended up being lighter than usual, which is obviously a good sign. So I also want to start talking more in these videos. I don't get as much as I want to get out, in these videos as much as I can, because I be doing voiceovers, right? So I want to start giving out as much information and telling a lot of y'all about things that I've been wanting to say for a long time. And I've been wanting to say this for a long time. Lately, I just been feeling like I don't even know. It's just like I'm having this feeling where like I'm genuinely feeling like myself. Like I'm just so determined, disciplined, motivated, driven. Like I'm so ready for everything that comes to me in this world. So I don't know, I just been having I just got this random boost of realization that, you know, that I just want to just wake up and train hard every single day. I've already been doing this already, but it's just like I want to be so much more than who I am now. I want to be, I don't even know. I know that I don't want to be average. The only thing I could really say is I don't want to be average. And neither should y'all. So I'm ready for this. Alright, if I eat this meal before the gym, I'll most certainly be prepared. I may even be stronger. So let's eat this. I'm on a decently full stomach. I just know this lift is going to be extraordinary. I'm ready. Just 5 more minutes and we'll be there. Let's go crazy.
Zion
and shit.
like bro goes to a football.
We are finally back with another lift today. So this lift was honestly phenomenal. But the thing is, they were goofing around way too much. And I honestly hate when people act silly and goof around while we trying to work out. So I'm definitely not going to work out with these niggas no more, if I'm being honest. I'm really not, because they play too much and I'm really trying to focus, and they over here goofing off and making noises and moaning while they working out. It's not even Calvin, it's Mason. Really, Calvin actually be trying to like work out for real, but Mason would genuinely like moan or something and just do something stupid, and it would just set everything off and he would start laughing or whatever. But yeah, that didn't stop me. I still was locked in, and I still was getting this work in and getting every single set to complete failure. You already know, that's what we do. So now, every time we start off with curls, our new weight is going to be the 70s. I genuinely can't believe the amount of progress we made. Our start off weight used to literally be the 50s and the 45s and the 50s. I used to start off with the 45s and the 50s every single session, and I used to curl those until failure. The 60s used to literally be a 1 rep max. Like, it's so crazy now that the 60s, they're not even heavy anymore. They're literally light. Like, I picked them up to do the curls on my second set, and when I tell you, those dumbbell curls felt so light, I knew if I would have did the 60s on my first set, I would have at least got like 10 reps with the 60s. Like, the 60s are just so light to me now. Every set was honestly crazy. I progressed on the preacher curls for sure, because I ended up adding 10 pounds of extra weight on the full stack, which was exactly what I wanted to do. I ended up getting 1 rep on the first, set, right? So I was like, okay, so since I got 1 rep on this set, I'm going to lower the weight, obviously. So that was like a little PR set. I wanted to challenge myself. So then on the second set, I ended up doing like 3, 4, 5 reps. I was in like that rep range around there. And then for the third set, I ended up doing a whole lot of reps. I don't even know why Mason even made that face when I was going to complete failure. He was making it seem like he was getting stabbed, trying to spot me. I don't know what he was doing. But yeah, so we was doing some 80s with the hammer curls. Antoine, what is this form? You supposed to do this type of form whenever you're doing, hammer curls. Just a whole lot of swinging, especially when you're going really heavy. If I wanted to do lightweight hammer curls, I would get like the 60s or 50s, and I would go very slow and controlled and really get my forearms, in a very slow and controlled manner. But with the forearm curls, you don't need to do that when you're doing forearm curls. When you're doing not forearm curls, what's they called again? Hammer curls. When you're doing hammer curls, you're supposed to get a heavy weight and just honestly just throw that weight around and get those forearms as burnt out as possible. And that's how my forearms felt throughout all these sets. All I care about is getting every single exercise to complete failure, beyond failure. Even if the form is sloppy, sometimes I'm still gonna, bring that intensity to the table. So those y'all know, my shoulders is the weakest muscle on my body. Y'all say, well, Antoine, how is your shoulder press so weak? The reason why my shoulder press is so weak is because I never done any type of shoulder pressing movements before. I never done any progressive overloading. When I first started working out, I wasn't even doing any type of shoulder training like that, but lightweight lateral raises. So all the years of me training, I never did any overhead presses. So this is my first time ever training overhead presses heavy correctly. So starting today, as y'all read, if y'all was listening to what I was saying at the beginning of the lift, right? I was letting y'all know, like, on everything, I want to master my strength on every single movement. I want to be as strong as I can, as I can be. I want to be as strong as possible. I'm chasing strength to the maximum. I want to be so strong. And the way I'm going to do that is by constantly training beyond failure, being in that 3 to 5 rep range, being in that 6 to 8 rep range, being in that 2 to 5 rep range. Just training heavy with good form, high intensity, taking the supplements I need. If I don't have supplements, I'm still going to eat as much food as I can. I haven't took supplements in a long time because I have run out. So it's been like 4 months since I took supplements. But even then, I'm going to buy some new supplements like creatine and protein powder. I'm going to take those, train hard like I've always been doing, like I will always be doing. I do this every lift. I say this every lift. I never leave any type of reps of reserve. We always going crazy on every single set, right? So we gonna get these shoulders as strong as possible. My shoulders is my weakest muscle, so I'm going to do everything I can to make that muscle stronger than it already is. I will chase so much strength on that exercise. Not even on that exercise in particular. Dumbbell shoulder pressing, overhead pressing, standing up overhead pressing. I want to make all those movements become my strong points, and currently those are my weak points. So I will do everything I can to make those not my weak points. It's going to take a long time to get my shoulders to be as strong as possible because I have to do a lot of progressive overloading. I have to do a whole lot of, switching and rotating through exercises. I'm just going to be rotating through different shoulder movements. I'm not going to do the same shoulder movements over and over, like dumbbell press over and over. This is my week 3 of me training shoulders, correctly and actually progressive overloading with them as strong as possible. So this is currently day 1 of me doing a overhead press, like with the barbell, right? The barbell shoulder press. This is day 1. Obviously, I've done all those exercises before, but I haven't consistently done those exercises on the normally, like prior, I haven't perfectly progressive overloaded, perfectly trained that exercise for months and years. If I did do that for months and years, I will obviously be way stronger than what I am now on that movement. Obviously, y'all see, like, I know for sure all y'all watching this video are stronger than me when it comes to shoulders, and that's because of my lack of progressive overloading and my lack of training that movement. For me to genuinely be strong on anything I do, I have to spend years. For me to be good at anything I want to do, I have to do a whole lot of training, whole lot of months of, progressive overloading, eating, training, etc. It takes a very long time for me to become, I would say I get stronger at a quick amount of time, but it genuinely takes a very long time for me to be good at something, right? Like, I could get stronger at a quick amount of time, but at the same time, I'm not strong enough. Some people may say, well, you are pretty decently strong, but in my opinion, I feel like I need more, especially when it comes to my shoulders. Like, I have good delts. My delts are fine. Like, I don't have tiny delts, right? I have good front delts, good side delts, good rear delts. All that is decent, right? But the thing is, when it comes to my strength on those movements, they're lacking, and that's because I've never done those movements before. So now we're doing those movements, I am going to adapt. I'm going to be going heavy on every single set, taking every set through absolute failure, rotating my shoulder pressing movements. I'm going to be doing isolateral shoulder pressing. I'm going to be doing standing up overhead press. I'm going to be doing seated overhead press. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of different shoulder movements. I'm not going to just stick with one shoulder movement and, progressive overload on that, because I'm obviously need different shoulder press movements. I could obviously do one shoulder press movement and be good, but those other shoulder press movements, if I ever want to do, those, I'm going to be weak on those because I've never trained it. For me to genuinely be strong at something that I do, I have to genuinely train it. My strength doesn't come naturally. My strength comes from hard work and dedication and actually putting everything I can to become strong. Yes, I get stronger at a quick amount of time, but I actually have to take, I actually have to take action. I have to do everything I gotta do to become stronger at a quick amount of time. This shit is not easy. I have to lock in genuinely to become strong, right? So I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow, and we're gonna have another lift just like this, but it's gonna be either by myself or with Mason. I don't know yet, but I hope it's by myself because he's probably just gonna goof off the whole time. Anyways, we're gonna be back for more, and we locked in.